Hello, everyone. I'm Reverend Richard Miner. I'm the Graduate Engagement Officer here at One Spirit Learning Alliance in New York City. And today it is my great pleasure to be here with Darren Polito. Darren, thank you for joining me.
It is my pleasure, Richard. Thank you for asking.
Darren, you are a graduate of the seminary class of 2009. You are currently our Director of Admissions, and you're also part of the media team. So you're a really important part of the community here at One Spirit. Can you please tell me a little bit about yourself and what brought you to One Spirit as a student?
Well, I really came here with a great curiosity. All my life, I've been kind of an explorer. I would say a lot of people have called me a bit of a daredevil because I like to jump towards things that might be considered on the fringe or out of the norm. And so I've always been seeking those answers to the big questions of life, which I think, so many of us are. And what brought me to One Spirit was that curiosity and really wanting to explore what all the different traditions and the world religions had to say about the divine and different spiritual practices, as well as looking at my own connection to spirit and divine and exploring that and going deeper into that, as well as hoping to gain professional skills to help me in workshops that I was already leading, ecstatic dance workshops or dance as a spiritual practice. So learning how to hold and create safe, sacred space to continue that work.
Well, sounds like a lot of different things brought you to us. Can you tell me a little bit about your ministry now and what drew you to that?
Well, my ministry now it's been different all of my experience since I left One Spirit. I left here with the intention and doing the workshops and dance as a spiritual practice for a while. And then I got called to do some contract work with a website called spiritualityandpractice.com. And it was supposed to be for 3 months. And 3 months turned into 7.5 years, and I became the creative director. And if you had told me when I left seminary that I would be working for a website, I would have said you're crazy. But the position really enabled me to bring so many gifts and skills that I had that I really wasn't utilizing out into the world. They were just hobbies and different things. So graphic art, computer and technology, my organizational skills, it all came together there. And I could have never in my wildest dreams imagined a job where I would be ministering to people through technology on a website. But as the years went on, I really craved more live connection with people. And so I left there, and One Spirit came calling with the Director of Admissions position. And I really saw that as the next step so that I could interact live with people as you and I are now, even through technology, and also meeting candidates and helping introduce them to One Spirit.
So you've had quite an unusual ministry. It's been very unexpected, which is a story that we hear quite often, that ministry takes a path that we could not possibly have foreseen. On this path, what have been the greatest gifts of your ministry?
The greatest gifts are too numerous to go into in this short interview. But the biggest one, I would say, is that I came here with the curiosity, asking questions, hoping to get answers, and I did get some answers, but what I think the real gift is, the real gem that I took away from seminary was learning how to live comfortably in the unknown, learning how to live in the question, learning how to set intention and plant seeds, but then letting go of expectations and what the fruition of those seeds might actually look like. Because as we were just saying, my ministry has taken paths that I could have never have imagined for myself. And so if I can plant the seeds of what I want or how I'd like to be of service, and then let go of what that looks like, I have been given opportunities and gifts that I would have never have imagined. So living comfortably in the question.
That's amazing. So how are you using this training in your work today?
In so many ways, I use the training that I picked up in One Spirit. Going back to, again, creating sacred space. So I am oftentimes the first contact that people have with One Spirit. And so I really consider that time of conversation sacred. And I use deep listening asking open, honest questions of our candidates. Because I'm not here to necessarily give them answers as to what they should do, but help them to discern and listen in to the wisdom within themselves as to what the next step is for them, and to help discern between seminary and interspiritual counseling, and now our new Emergence Leadership Academy. So a lot of the skills, I'm really ministering to people and being the director of admissions.
Well, so how do you stay connected with your classmates and your other colleagues in One Spirit?
One of the best ways that I stay connected is really just by continuing to take classes and workshops here. We offer such a variety of things that change every year that it's always exciting to come in and not only learn new things, but connect with students, alumni from all the many years that One Spirit has been around, as well as connecting with current students in first year or second year of ISC and seminary. Another way is that one of my dear classmates, Reverend Rachel Hollander, sends out an occasional newsletter to just our class, and so she keeps us up to date on what's happening with different classmates' ministries out in the world, and also activities and things that we can do together, such as the reunion that's coming up in August, which unfortunately I won't be able to attend. I'll be busy here as director of admissions. And then a new way is something that you just started, Richard, which is the Ning website for graduates, which I'm really looking forward to being able to connect with not only alumni here in New York, but in the broader community around the world. And I think Ning will be a great way of doing that.
I certainly hope so. We've put a lot of effort into it, and so far it's doing really, really well, and a lot of people are getting connected that way. So, Darren, what is next for you at One Spirit?
Well, as I said, what's earlier, that I am okay learning to be in the question. What's next for me is that I hope to be with One Spirit for many years to come. We're in a period of growth and evolution here, and a lot of exciting things are coming about, and I really want to be a part of that. As we broaden the scope of our offerings so that we can draw more people into the One Spirit experience, which is experiential transformational training, whether it's in seminary, interspiritual counseling, or the new Emergence Leadership Academy. But at the same time, I just want to stay open to what's possible and not have too many expectations, and really to live in my vow that I took when I became a minister, which is to live in reverence and gratitude, recognizing that all of life is a miracle, and to stay open to my heart's guidance and love's call.
Well, Darren, that's beautiful. Thank you for sharing your vow with us, and thank you for taking the time to do this video. I know you're super busy this time of year. And just to say, we are so grateful that you're such an important part of our community. I am very much looking forward to working with you going into the future, and I'm looking forward to seeing you around the halls of One Spirit. So thank you.
Thank you, Richard. It's a blessing to be here and to work with such an amazing team, you being a part of it. I don't want to be anywhere else right now in my life. Thank you.
Thank you.